The man knows how to take a chance. These are 8 things that you might not have heard in the news throughout the day for this day being the 6th of May, 2026 at the 7 o'clock time, more or less, when we're recording this one. Let's talk about Ted Turner, the founder of CNN, who took a shot on what people thought was going to be a very, very dumb idea and turned it into pioneering television for cable and all of times. Of course, he, of course, owned the Atlanta Braves, owned the Superstation, and a little promotion called WCW. Meanwhile, number 2 story in this list, Trump is nixing the Michelle Obama level student health programs and restarting the presidential fitness test at all U.S. schools. The test calls for participants to run a mile, perform as many sit-ups as possible in 60 seconds, and execute pull-ups or push-ups as long as possible and undergo a flexibility test. Added to the list. Warner Brothers Discovery doing this all without their issues with Paramount today, and they booked a $2.9 billion net loss, which is tied to the deal with Paramount, so they're really aren't without them completely, but we're trying to see if they're going to get bought out, paid for, traded, whatever, how that's going to work out. A popular Italian food brand is accused of tomato fraud in a new lawsuit. It's that they say is meritless. This is filed by 2 California residents who claim that the company is legally falsifying the brand of its tomatoes as San Marzano certified tomatoes, and Cento, the company, says the claims are bogus. Meanwhile, New York Times is being sued by a U.S. employment agency over diversity in hiring. And then complaint filed in Manhattan federal court. The EEOC said the Times discriminated against the male candidate based on a race and sex, violating Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Yes, they're using Civil Rights Acts to defend, to push up, to find the rights of white guys these days. Utz Potato Chips has announced that it has put certain Zapp's and Dirty Brand potato chips on the list for potential salmonella contamination, pulling them off the shelves. Look for 6 types of Zapps and 4 types of dirty chips out there off the list as of May the 4th. Trump administration doing some other moves, trying to move the bison off Montana land, if you will. The Bureau of Land Management wants to stop hundreds of animals from feeding on federal lands in Phillips County, the second largest in the state. We'll see if the Trump administration is mighty enough to stop the mighty, mighty bison. And David Letterman tells us what he really feels. Look for this article out there where he calls out the CBS owners as lying weasels, something he said before, after the late show with Stephen Colbert, Cancellation. New words, or maybe old words resaid by David Letterman based off of Dave having an opinion. Your opinion much, much, much warranted. So let us know by commenting in the stories you have here. And if we missed something out there, something story you thought that should have made the list, let us know.